The UK economy faces a huge threat right now. A Middle East energy crisis could cost Britain tens of billions, slowing growth and sparking a recession. What's coming and how bad could it get? According to a leading economic think tank, the ongoing conflict between US-Israeli and Iranian forces in the Middle East is expected to severely disrupt energy supplies. This disruption could wipe out around £35 billion from the UK economy over the next 2 years, even in the best-case scenario. This staggering figure highlights how dependent the UK remains on stable energy markets in volatile regions. The National Institute of Economic and Social Research has projected an increasingly gloomy outlook for the UK, with the Middle East energy crisis pushing the country towards a recession as soon as the second half of this year. The war-induced energy shock is expected to slow economic growth sharply, while inflation continues to rise, squeezing households and businesses alike. Energy is a backbone of the UK economy. When prices spike or supplies tighten, costs rise across industries from manufacturing to transportation. This leads to higher prices for consumers and forces companies to cut back on investment and hiring. The Middle East crisis threatens this balance, making everyday essentials more expensive and dampening economic activity. The conflict in the Middle East is not isolated. It disrupts global oil and gas supplies, which the UK relies on. With tensions escalating and supply routes uncertain, energy costs rise worldwide. The UK, despite efforts to diversify, remains vulnerable to these global shocks, translating to higher bills and slower economic recovery. The economic outlook depends heavily on how long the Middle East crisis lasts. If tensions ease, the damage may be less severe. But if conflict continues or worsens, the UK economy could face prolonged recession, higher inflation, and increased financial strain on households and businesses. Policymakers will need to act fast to mitigate these risks. This looming £35 billion hit means you could face higher energy bills and a tougher job market soon. The UK economy's health is closely tied to global energy stability. Stay informed, plan your finances carefully, and subscribe to Daily Q&A to keep up with these fast-moving developments.